Phishing. This involves fraudulent attempts to obtain sensitive information such as usernames, passwords and credit card details. It is really common all over the world. Phishing emails, messages and websites often mimic legitimate ones to trick users into disclosing their information. Identity theft. After scammers steal personal information such as social security numbers, bank account details or credit card numbers, they impersonate individuals or commit fraud in their name. They may use this information to open fraudulent accounts, make purchases or access financial resources. Tech support scams. Scammers impersonate tech support representatives from reputable companies and claim that the victim's computer has a virus or other technical issues. They then try to convince the victim to provide remote access to their computer or pay for unnecessary services or software. Usually old people fall for that. Investment scams. These scams promise high returns with little to no risk, often targeting individuals looking for investment opportunities. Most common types include Ponzi schemes, pyramid schemes, and fraudulent cryptocurrency investments. Romance scams. Scammers create fake profiles on dating websites or social media platforms to establish romantic relationships with victims. Once trust is gained, they exploit emotions to request money for various reasons, such as medical emergencies or travel expenses. They usually don't want to meet in person. Prize scams. Victims receive notifications claiming they have won a lottery or a prize, despite not having entered any contests. To claim the prize, they are asked to provide personal information or pay fees, which are actually never awarded. Impersonation scams. Scammers impersonate government officials, law enforcement officers, or people from legitimate organizations. Their goal is simple. They want to intimidate victims into paying them money. They may threaten you with legal action, fines, or even with jail. Job scams. Fake job postings or work from home opportunities promise high-paying jobs with flexible hours or minimal effort. Victims may be asked to pay upfront fees for training or equipment, only to discover that the job does not exist. These scams are more common than you think. Charity scams. Scammers exploit humanitarian crises or natural disasters to collect donations for fake charities or causes. They use emotional appeals to convince individuals to donate money, which is then pocketed rather than used for charitable purposes. That's why you should always research before donating anywhere. Debt collection scams. Scammers falsely claim that the victims owe money for debts they do not actually owe. They then use threats and harassment to force a payment. Providing false information and using fear is their way of making a living. What a shame. Fake check scams. Victims receive a fake check usually as payment for good or a service. Then they are asked to deposit it into their bank account. After that, they are instructed to wire a portion of the funds back to the scammer before the bank discovers that the check is fake, leaving the victim responsible for the full amount. Travel scams. Fraudulent travel agencies or websites offer discounted or exclusive travel deals and vacation packages. After the payment is made, victims either receive nothing in return or find themselves naked in the middle of a foreign country. Loan scams. Scammers offer loans with low interest rates or no credit check required, targeting individuals in need of quick cash. Victims may be asked to pay upfront fees only to never receive the loan or face additional unexpected charges. Credit card skimming. Skimmers are devices that scammers use to steal credit card information when the cards are swiped at ATMs, gas pumps or point-of-sale terminals. They then use the stolen information to make purchases or create fake cards. It is most common in Mexico and African countries. Healthcare scams. Scammers advertise health products or treatments that claim to cure or prevent diseases or offer dramatic weight loss without any scientific evidence. Victims are misled into purchasing often ineffective and dangerous products that can harm their health. Subscription scams. Free trials for products and services require people to insert their credit card information up front. After the trial period ends, the recurring charges begin at much higher rate than promised, and cancelling the subscription will be difficult or even impossible. Many big companies use this technique since it's actually legal to do so. Utility scams. Scammers pose as utility company workers and threaten to shut off services unless immediate payment is made. They request payment via prepaid debit cards or cryptocurrency, exploiting fear of service disruption to force payment. They are really evil people. Family emergency scams. Scammers impersonate relatives or friends in distress, claiming to be stranded in a foreign country, hospitalized or in legal trouble. They urgently request money to resolve the situation, preying on on victims' emotions and desire to help loved ones.
These tiny devils.
Sextortion. Scammers obtain compromising or intimate photos or videos of victims and threaten to distribute them unless a ransom is paid. Inheritance scams. Victims receive emails or letters claiming that a distant relative has left them a large inheritance. To claim it, they are asked to pay taxes or legal fees up front, but no inheritance exists, and the scammers disappear with the money.
That's just sad.